what's up everyone? Welcome to my review for Death Suspects a Murder, which is a brand new movie from my friend Icon Matthew1 on YouTube, which I actually reviewed a couple of his movies in the past. His last one I reviewed was a movie called Drown, which was a really cool little short movie. I think it was like 45 to 50, maybe almost an hour. It's been a little while, forgive me. But it was a really good movie. I thought the story was very good. The acting was actually surprisingly really good. And it was, you know, very tightly paced, very nice. It went by quick, mostly because it was pretty short, but it was good. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Here's his new movie. He didn't direct this one, but he only wrote it, but still, you know, writing a movie is a big thing. So I expected good. I expected more. Good. Good. And let's get straight into it. The story here follows two detectives, one played by Carl Andrew and the other one played by Andy Boland. And Carl Andrew's character, Chris Michaels, I'm sorry, is you know, the professional detective. He's the one that has years of experience. And Andy Boland's character, named James Summers, is, you know, the rookie. He's a little too aggressive sometimes. He gets straight to the point. He screws up a lot. You know, he's the rookie. These two detectives are actually investigating a murder that just took place at a college campus for a girl named Natalie Winters, who is not the first person to get killed in the last couple of years. She's actually the sixth, I think, or fifth, I can't remember, but she's the sixth death or murder in the last couple years at this college campus, and these two detectives quickly assume that it's a serial killer. So they have to ask Natalie's friends and enemies. They get some good leads and some bad leads, and you know, you've seen this type of detective story before. You know, there's a couple of times where the rookie screws up, and the guy who's of course the professional is like, "Oh my God, rookie!" He just smacks him around. He's like, "Get out of there! Do better next time." You know, you've seen this type of story before. But I think for a mostly amateurish, you know, movie, you know, say it is. It's an indie movie. I have to admit, the characters were really well written. The acting was very good. It was tightly paced. It went by really quickly, which means I had a good time. You know, if a movie was terrible, it would go by so slow. Even if it's like a 70-minute movie. I'm looking at you, Apparition. And, you know, it was just a very tightly paced movie, and I was very surprised. It was actually really, really entertaining story-wise. You know, the acting was really good from everybody. There was a couple of lines here and there. Some people, you know, didn't hit perfectly, but for the most part, they did an okay job. An okay to a really good job. I really like the two main leads, Carl Andrew and Andy Boland. They did really good together as the two detectives. And for the most part, it was just a very enjoyable story with some really good acting. I really enjoyed the story, and the acting was really good, and you know, it was very, very tightly paced. I did have a couple of problems. Even though it was tightly paced, it went by really quickly. There was a couple of points where they could have edited things out. Like there's a whole point where one of the characters, I'm not gonna say who, is just walking around their apartment and like putting ice on a wound and stuff, and taking their shirt off and cleaning their face and then putting their shirt back on, which I didn't make any sense. I think that was just for all the women out there that was watching the movie. And you know, there's points like that where I'm like, okay, they could cut that out. And also, I think the twist, there is a twist. I hope I didn't pretty much spoil it by saying a twist, but there's a twist, and it's a little, it's okay. I didn't see it coming, but I was like, oh, really? And you know, that's really my main problems with the story. There is some dialogue here and there that is a little cheesy, and you know, some sound work that could do much better next time, you know, whenever they make another movie. But for the most part, the movie is still very enjoyable. If you go into this movie expecting a amateurish, you know, directed movie with an amateurish plot or whatever, then you're gonna love it. Actually, I think you're gonna think it's great. But if you go into it actually expecting a movie, you're still gonna enjoy it. You're still gonna think, wow, this is actually a really good movie, and I hope they do something again next time. So you know what? I really enjoyed it. I thought the plot was really good. It was, again, tightly paced. I'm going to repeat everything I said. It was well written for the most part, and overall, I liked it. So I'm going to give it a 32 out of 40. There you go. So anyway, there you go. There's my review for Death Suspects a Murder. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. And, yeah. Oh, thank you for sending me a copy of it, Matthew Robinson, or Icon Matthew1 on YouTube. I don't know when you guys can actually see this film. I don't know, maybe Matthew will say something in the comments or something, because he'll probably watch this, so I don't know. But I got a copy sent to me, so thanks. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, and goodbye.